Mm. Yes. Hey, let me ask you a question. Have you ever told someone or a group of people your big dream and then felt like you didn't even need to chase it anymore after telling them or in the long run? It felt like just saying it out loud gave you enough high that you lost the hunger to actually chase that dream. Today, we're breaking down one of the most counterintuitive truths about success. Keeping your big goals a secret might be the smartest thing you ever do. Hey guys, welcome back to another amazing episode of the I Am Not Lucky, I Am Blessed podcast, a school for small business owners who wants to grow on purpose and not by accident. And as always, I'm your host, Lucky, and today I am here to talk business. On today's episode, we're going to talk something a little different, something that most of you wouldn't agree with. But it's okay. It's just my opinion. And if you like, take it. If you like, don't. But this is something that I have realized and I am applying, and I hope you apply it too. You see, a couple of years ago, I told everyone that I was going to launch a game-changing fitness business. I had the name, I had the vision, the fire in my belly. And I started talking about this idea like it was already done. I'm about to shake the fitness industry. I got a big thing coming up. Next year's my year. I'll be on top. You know what happened? Nothing. I didn't build that idea. I barely even started. The truth is, the more I talked about it, the less I moved. I was performing success instead of pursuing it. The worst part is, I started to believe I was doing something just because other people believed it or validated it. This has not happened once or twice in my life. This has happened so many times. I just came to this realization a few weeks ago. And this has not just happened in my life, it has also happened to my friends, people that share their goals and dreams a lot, sometimes hardly, never do it. And that is not because they don't want to, but because they get the same satisfaction as doing it from when they tell people. Crazy, right? A few months ago, I read chapter 52 in Daniel Cole's book, The Little Book of Talent. And it says, keep your big goals a secret. In that moment, I felt exposed. Like, I literally can relate with what he said. Like, that was me kind of feeling. I was leaking the power of my vision before I even had roots. That's literally what I took away from that book. Now, the question is, why do we share our goals? Number one, because it feels good. It strokes our ego. It builds our identity. It makes us feeling like, hey, look at me. I'm ambitious. I'm driven. But let's be honest. We also love the validation that comes from it. If people say, that sounds amazing, it must be right. But here's the problem. What happens when we share our ideas too soon? There's a term for it. It's called psychological satisfaction. The brain releases dopamine when we talk about doing something, which tricks us into feeling like we are all already doing it or we've already done it. Like literally, we get the same high as if we did it. And that kills our urgency and our drive. Talking gives us the illusion of progress, like we've done it, and then we don't feel like doing it anymore. You become accountable to others' opinion, not your vision. That sucks. If you doubt me, okay, look at your life or look at someone you know and ask yourself, what are those goals that I've shared with people that I've told everybody, did I eventually do it? If you didn't, you might be saying it's because, oh, I don't have finances or I don't have funds. But the truth is that you got psychological satisfaction. That's what you got. And that's why you didn't do it. I'm not like literally. And it's not easy. Keep your mouth shut. That's the thing. You want to tell people, but let us learn how to keep our goals a secret, talk less, and do more. Let people say it, not we say it to them. This is a big one for me because, like I said, I love telling people my goals. But let's go further. Let's go further. So there was a study done in 2009 by Peter Goldwitzer. And that study, they discovered that, or that study, what they did was they took two groups and gave them the same goal. And then they told one group to keep their goals private. And they told the other group to make their goals public. After just 45 minutes of focused work, the private group outperformed the public ones significantly. Like the private group wanted to even do more. They wanted to work more because they were getting their dopamine from working and doing something. The public group that told their goals out, they didn't want to do anything because they already got their dopamine from easy way by telling people shortcuts. So they didn't feel motivated to do anything. And that's how most of us are. That's how we live our life. And why did this private group outperform the public group? Simple. Silence creates pressure. And pressure is a privilege. But that's a pressure that should be kept inside. Let it boil inside. But talking about it relieves it. If you put water, if there's a pipe, let's say a pipe, I'll give an example, there's a pipe and you put water into it and there's pressure from the water to come out, you lock that in, you get, right? And then eventually you open it, the water comes out, right? But if you put holes around that pipe, that pressure wouldn't feel strong in that water. That pressure will come out through those holes. And sometimes when you open the mouth where it's supposed to come out, the water might not even come out as strong as it is because something along the line, something has taken the pressure out of that water. That is what, when we tell people our goals before it's done, kind of feels like. According to Daniel Coyle, we should resist the temptation to announce our goals. Keep it to yourself. This helps you avoid the social reality that you are already there or that you are that person. And it just keeps that fire inside you burning. Just keeps that hunger inside of you burning. Like close your mouth. You ever like wanted to laugh and then close your mouth like it's dying inside of you and then you open it and you feel satisfied. That's another example. Keep that pressure inside you. Keep that goal inside you and let your only source of expression come from doing, not from yapping or telling people. I mean, there's nothing wrong with telling. I feel like look for maybe one or two people that you can tell that will hold you accountable. You're telling them to hold you accountable, not telling them because you want to get validation from them or you want to just feel good. Huge difference. Huge difference. And I had this conversation with someone. They didn't agree with me. They feel like you need to tell people your goal. But I was like, that I agree with you on that too. But this is literally what I have observed about my life, that the more I tell, the less I do. So I might just have to zip. Truth be told, I love dreaming big. I love visions. I live for them. But what I've learned is that vision doesn't need validation. It needs discipline. When I started journaling my goals, instead of announcing them on Instagram or telling friends, something shifted. I started moving in silence. No one was expecting updates from me. No one asked for proof. And that freedom gave me the fuel to actually build because there was no expectation from anyone. The goal didn't die. I just started to brew it in the dark. So learn, guys, to grow things in the dark before you bring them. And the scripture says, when you pray, go into your closet and pray, right? Don't come out publicly and pray so people will see you praying. That's the same thing with your goal. Keep your goals private in your closet. So as always, here's my challenge for you guys this week. I want you to write down your biggest, wildest goal, the one that scares you the most. Then after you do that, keep it locked. Don't tell a soul. Instead, do this. Take one quiet action that gets you closer to that goal. I was going to say share it with me, but the truth is I don't want to even share it with anybody because it is dangerous. And, just if you've done it, just leave a comment and say, I have done it. But don't share your goals with anyone because I want you to succeed. I want these goals to happen. And this is real in the state, right? So do it. What you can do is share it privately with someone you trust, someone who builds, not broadcast. And then remind yourself daily, this is between you and your purpose, not you and your peers or crowd. I want you to protect your dream like a seed. Let it take root before the world gets a glimpse. Because when it blooms, the world would not need an announcement. Your work will speak for itself. So, my favorite part, Bible verse of the episode, Proverbs 22:7. Let another praise you, not your own mouth. A stranger, not your own lips. Why? Because real work don't need megaphones. Real work speaks louder than words. So, thank you so much, guys, for listening to today's episode. If you can relate with this, okay. If you can't, it's okay. No big deal. This is very personal for me. But I just wanted to share it with you guys. If you can relate with it, share it with someone else that can relate. If you cannot, it's okay. But always remember, you're never lucky. You're blessed. And I'll see you next week. Peace.